Alright, before we forget, I want to add a to-do list onto the stream. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Alright, let's lock that in place. Cool. I mean, the big one right now is just getting into Ekron. Should start running back and forth just a little bit. Like, I don't want to push my stamina too low, but this will be a place we have to keep running back. Alright. Got a group has moved out, and this is going to happen a lot to us until we start clearing out the numbers. Oh, I should also add the emergency broadcast frequency. Not looking for the that Lambaluke. We got the most. We got frilly underwear, and we're quite happy with it. It's normally not something I worry about at all, but it's just like, we saw a red corset and frilly underwear, sure, why not? Oh yeah. You gotta do something to make yourself feel good. Okay, and then there's two things I want to add to the to-do list that I forgot. What was the other thing? Get the emergency frequency. My character is eating good. Yep, we have been enjoying like chicken and salads, eating bacon. That's when we got forced out of town. There's a farmer's market right here. We immediately grabbed all the stuff and tossed in the freezers in there, so that way we got food for a good while. Oh, we're about out of weapons again. So keep moving forward searching, because I got 2 sticks, or 2 branches. Oh, I need to tear one more person's clothing up. Yep, no, that's actually, we do 0 to hero, where we start with no fitness, no strength, no anything. Like, the entire skill thing is 100% empty, because we go weak, unfit, obese, and slow healer. And then we just take a ridiculous number of positives. Now, anyone would go, but wait, aren't some of these decisions suboptimal? It's like, yeah, this is a bad build. 100%, this is just a bad build. I have so many people come and like, wait, this is... You should choose this other trait, it's much better. It's like, right, I agree. This is the bad build. Thank you for the follow, Hate-Filled Donut. Welcome to the stream. Thank you to follow, Tardy38. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so these runs, because of those settings, we end up starting off real slow because we suck at literally everything. We go for a small jog, and then we get winded. And then because we're playing at 16 times pop, you know, there'd be zombies. Lots and lots of zombies. But at the moment, we're a little bit south of Ekron. We're currently living out of the ice cream parlor down here. So the cockroaches are always going to cause you unhappiness, but honestly, once you learn anything about, like, or I shouldn't say learn cooking, once you have any kind of produce, happiness is like a mechanic you can pretty much ignore. Because, like, if we watch for a moment, I probably have some produce that's stale by now. Alright, so it's all still good. But, basically what ends up happening is you eat the cockroach, it massively penalizes your happiness. You take, like, stale cabbage, you put it in a salad bowl, and suddenly it makes you happy for some reason. Yep, and then happiness, as far as its penalty against you, is actually pretty mild. The only time I find happiness is actually dangerous is when I'm carrying too much and I aggro. Then it takes you a long time to drop stuff sometimes. But it's not that big a deal otherwise. Why are you all being so frugal about your weapons this time? Thank you for the follow, Rocky Mountain Thunder. Welcome to the stream. I don't see any weapons in that group. Or this group. They actually should. That you could sit there and have a salad. You know, the salad's going to give you like plus 10. You toss the cockroach in it. It's like, alright, now it's like a minus 10. So it's not as bad as eating the roach by itself. but you know, still awful. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know. Let's see. We do have Pillow's random spawns. We do have Has Been Read. We do have minimal display bars. We do have weapon condition indicator. Why do I feel like there's more? We also have auto mechanic, which all that does is I can right click and choose train mechanic, and it just goes through what should push anyways. It doesn't give me like an unfair advantage. It just saves my fingers some clicks. There was something else we took that we normally weren't running. I don't remember what it was, though. It wasn't anything huge. But almost all of them are, like, informational stuff. Don't give us any advantages we wouldn't otherwise normally have. They're migrating. Move, 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 move. Probably aggro them, and one hand fork is not going to cut it. So how long before bare hands becomes my favorite weapon? Because we have had a run before where bare hands is my favorite weapon at about 100 kills. Not by choice, of course. Alright, this will be a little bit difficult, because I'm not going to be able to use the fork to kill all three of them. Yeah, no, that's fair. I said that we wouldn't be able to kill all of them, and then I don't think we took a single durability hit on the fork the whole time. Yeah. Yeah, and that's usually what I do is like quality of life mods slash UI mods. The quality of life I usually like to have a fairly light touch. Stuff like it saves you clicks but otherwise doesn't really do much. Like, this tree is dangerous here, because if I ever have zombies come from this side, and I'm sitting at this stool, I'm not going to be able to recover. Oh, and we do have helicopters turned on to sometimes, so we should get about 2 to 3 helicopters a month. Just anticipate anytime a helicopter shows up, we're going to lose ground. No weapons or backpacks there that I'm seeing. Same here. No zombies up there at all. Those warehouses will be produce. Yeah. Like, I could wander all the way down to the Rosewood, like a little military place, but honestly, it'll probably just give me a couple of hunting knives, and I'll probably have to fight a couple of hordes just getting there. Yeah, so let me show you one of the reasons why happiness is such an easy mechanic to get around once you have like any kind of produce, fruits, veggies, berries, anything like that. Or even fish. So if I look here, I can make a salad. But let's first look. Alright, I have an apple. It gives me 15 hunger, 7 thirst. Now I take that apple and I put it in a salad. So this is going to give me 8 hunger, 3 thirst, and 5 unhappiness, but I look over here, I still have the other half of the apple. So basically it gave me 1 more hunger than it would have otherwise, a little bit extra thirst, and it gave me 5 unhappiness I'll get rid of. So you get a little bit more mileage out of your food by just putting it in a bowl. Oh, backpack, come to me. Come to me, backpack. I have need of you. Cool. And suddenly we're not all overburdened in any way. Alright, they're migrating. Yep, that makes our life so much easier. Right now we're moving around. Our goal is going to be to actually get into Ekron. Early on in these runs, we end up playing very nomadically. But that's going to take a while before we get there. Because in Ekron, the place I would like to set up is the gas station, which is unfortunately on the opposite end of Ekron. And the reason I like this is a really good starting place for these runs is Ekron is technically like medium/low pop, kind of in between. But it has a bookstore, a tool store, a rural supply place that also is a good place to get weapons. It's got a lot going for it. But then if we can get to the gas station, you know, I can hook up a generator, and then this is kind of center map. It's slightly off center map to the west. But for a campaign to wipe out all of the zombies, and I mean all of the major cities, I'm not going to go sulking through the woods looking for every last zombie. That it's a good central place for doing the main area of the region, and then you can circle back later to West Point as a new base of operations for when you go to push the mall and all that stuff. The old school mall, not the new mall. I want only like a few of you, and I can't tell what's on the back of that one, but I think that one might have a bag on them. Oh, they're terrible. So I do a 0 to hero build that were weak, obese, unfit, so I start with 0 fitness, 0 strength, and everything else is 0. Sort of, Tardy. You can sit there and say no respawns and then adjust the population accordingly to have the amount of zombies you want. It's not like a specific number, you know? Like, I'm sure there's a mod out there, too, who could probably figure out how many zombies are on the map or something. Like, once you load into their cell or whatever. But, not just, like, I couldn't put a number in the top right that says, you know, 2 billion zombies remaining, or like realistically we're probably talking 900,000 would be my guess. 900,000 to like 1.2 million, something like that. But there isn't a good, like, I don't know of a way you could actually determine that. It'd be neat if someone did that. The problem is I don't believe it preloads the zombies. Like, it loads and unloads the zombies based on how far away you are from them. Because otherwise it just kill the performance of your game. Like, a lot of games like... Hey, Buana, thank you for the raid! Give me a moment and go ahead and give you a shout-out. Buana has also been playing Project Zomboid. I have enjoyed Buana's content for a number of years, all the way going back to Elite Dangerous way back in the game. Where he did his Obstinance runs with the... It was... What ship was it you were flying that you were... I think it was passenger ferrying? But yeah, so I've been watching his content forever, and he's been playing Project Zomboid, as has his wife been playing Project Zomboid a lot lately. So that's been fantastic. I really appreciate the raid. At the moment... Oh, and I should ask, so how is your Project Zomboid today? Hopefully, the only deaths were zombies, and if not, hopefully the deaths were educational. But at the moment, we did a bunch of the expanded helicopter with Twitch integration, wrapped that up, and now we're doing 16 times population, which is the maximum number of zombies with no respawns. I really should not poke that bear with no stamina left. Yeah, I think that would be interesting. If we could somehow have a count that says this is how many zombies remain on the map. And all that. Gotcha. So you're doing a server reset. Cool. I've noticed a lot of groups have been doing those lately. I think it's good. Because I do feel like once you get established enough, it's not as intense or anything. Unfortunately, we're currently sleeping on this bar stool. And the downside of that is if you watch my fatigue here, even though all our moodles are gone, I'm going to still be about 1/3 of the way up to being tired. Or sorry, drowsy. That's a downside of sleeping on things that are crappy for sleeping on.